Alright. So morning to everybody, not just in Trinidad and Tobago, but throughout the region. And just people on the whole that follow me, whether it's on my personal page or on Synergy TV. So I just want to say a few things about the International Soca Monarch and the lack of vision from the leaders, and in some cases the silence from the artists, who I think supposed to be very vocal about the International Soca Monarch and Carnival on the whole, in terms of where investment is. Alright? Now, the Soca Monarch, the International Soca Monarch, because Mr. Killa just pulled out as defending champion. Very disappointing. And you could have your own thoughts, you could think what you want, but he's right. When you're a professional in any industry, you never accept poor planning and last minute behavior. You also, as a defending champion, a monarch of the world, supposed to be treated a particular way because you are the defending champion. Right? And that is not just for Soca Monarch. That is for any sport where there is a title to be won. A champion is supposed to be treated a particular way. Information came to me that Mr. Killa went to the International Soca Monarch semi-finals and was told he had to pay to go in. Now that is madness. It is alleged that he was told he had to pay to go into the semi-final. And I think that was the last straw for him. That's an insult. Right? Now, I want to talk about visionless leadership. I just had the founder, the creator of Soca Monarch on Breaking Dawn this morning. That's William Monroe. Monroe came from Grenada to Trinidad. When Calypsonians was getting must $5 a week to sing Calypso in a tent, he came and bring money in the industry, in the entertainment industry. He is the man responsible for Calypsonians like Sparrow, Kitchener, Shadow, Crazy, all these fellas making money, getting paid for their craft. They weren't getting paid before it had a William Monroe. That is the man that started that. Spectacular Forum, Kingdom of the Wizards, and eventually he created Soca Monarch. Soca Monarch is a stage and a platform that every major artist today, the Marshall Montanos, the Super Blues, the Ronnie McIntosh, the Bungie Garlands, the Lions, the Destra Garcias, the Patrice Roberts, all of them are the artists and the superstars that they are today because of the International Soca Monarch. Because the International Soca Monarch gave them a worldwide platform to perform and put on a show and a production that was or is on par with international performances and productions globally. Okay? Every champion, everybody that won a Soca Monarch, the career went from here to here after winning the Monarch. Right? Good. Putting that aside, tourism. The government of Trinidad and Tobago, or politicians, let me just say the government, because people go get touchy and feel like talking about the PNM because they're in power now. Politicians on the whole have displayed a certain level of disrespect where the culture of Trinidad and Tobago is concerned. If you don't believe me, look at your national budget and see where we really spend the money and what culture gets in Trinidad and Tobago. Culture. Kes mentions it, or used to mention it, in his performances, that culture is the other oil in Trinidad and Tobago. Not his exact words, alright? But culture is revenue. Culture is tourism. Culture is what attracts the rest of the world. And I'm going to say this now. I didn't say it like this morning, but I'll say it to you on social media. We just spent $89 million for our President House restoration. We just spent $441 million to restore the Red House. I would like to challenge the politicians and the people who support that investment without the understanding that Carnival, which is your biggest tourist attraction for the entire year, not just for international people, but for regional people as well. I want to challenge them. Now that they restore the Red House and they restore the President House and they spend $500 million to advertise the Red House, tours of the Red House and tours of the President House as a tourist attraction. And I want to see how much people are going to leave where they are to fly into Trinidad and Tobago to see the inside of the Red House and the inside of the President House after $500 million was spent. Good? If we spent $500 million on Carnival, the revenue we would get back is greater than whatever revenue we're going to get back from the Red House and the President House, which is little to none. That's for the elites. Good? Let me face the reality. And that is the point that I want to make. We always put the money in the wrong places. In the discussion with William Monroe this morning, he mentioned that $23 million is the most money that he ever put out for a Soca Monarch. And we are saying that Soca Monarch needs about $30 million investment. Soca Monarch. Why? To understand why, first you have to come to the realization that we in Trinidad and Tobago take everything for granted. What is ours, we give little attention and respect. And Soca Monarch and Soca music and steel pan and our culture, unfortunately, falls in that category of things that we don't have any respect for. Good? We pretend to, seasonally. So first you have to understand that for us to move forward and be the mecca of Carnival, and for Trinidad and Tobago International Soca Monarch stage, where it was born, to remain the top stage and platform for soca artists throughout the Caribbean, we first have to respect what we have and love what we have. And we don't. The rest of the region do. I'll show you how we don't respect it. There was a rule that the champion must defend. There was a purpose to that. You know what people were saying? Oh, Marshall should just leave the show, and Marshall only winning every year, and Marshall this and Marshall that. Those same people probably done had a Marshall Monday ticket already and go down and run in the stadium to support Marshall Montano Marshall Monday night. But oh, Marshall should this and Marshall should that and Marshall should the other. And I sat on television and I said, if Marshall Montano and every other major artist bows out of Soca Monarch, and you give the younger up-and-coming artists a chance, all you talking that talk, not going to the stadium to support the show. You say, oh, Stephan, you know what you're saying. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd now. I didn't know what you were saying, right? Watch the crowd now. But I bet you, if Marshall, Patrice Roberts, Destra, Bunchy Garlin, Fayan Lyons, I'll just call those 5, were competing at Soca Monarch this year, the place packed. You run into the stadium to see it. You understand? So people is only talk that talk without understanding that you need these names associated with this show for as long as possible, and they have to pass the torch. But you can't pass the torch by giving it up and the next man becoming champion just like that. To be the champion, you have to beat the champion. Because it is only when you are capable of beating a champion that you are ready to take soca music to the next level. You cannot take something to the next level or be capable of taking something to the next level if it is handed to you. You have to earn it. So for somebody to really be the next, and I just point it in this context, Marshall Montano, you have to beat Marshall Montano. That's the only way that you get stripes. You have to beat him. Not have it handed to you. Right now, Carnival in serious trouble. Look at all the fetes. I said it last year and I'll say it again. Marshall Montano is headlining nearly every major fete you could think about. Have you seen Marshall Montano's performances this year in comparison to the past? As he gets older, he's going to lose a step and lose a step and lose a step. And how long is Carnival going to hold on to Marshall Montano to be successful? I'm not disrespecting Marshall, you know. I love the brother. I love his music. He's a terrific talent. But unless we start putting things in place to create the next big thing, to say this is the next big attraction, this is a headliner, then we're going to be in trouble when Marshall call it quits. So we have a few more years, you know. And I keep talking that. And you know who to blame for that? Not necessarily promoters, you know. The people. Because when you see a fete, when somebody asks, hey, let me go to this fete now, the first thing it is asked, who on the cast? And if it doesn't have no Marshall in the fete, you don't want to go. You don't even want to know. Some people. Until we change our mentality and go a fete because it's a fete, and give those artists who that promoter decide to headline the fete, to give them the opportunity to be the headline act and go and enjoy ourselves and support them as the headline act to see what they really make of, then we're going to be in trouble because Marshall Montano would have to carry Carnival until he's 82. If we keep that mentality, after Marshall, Kiss. That is a given. Good? This morning on the show, we showed Terrence J from 106 and Park. Mr. Monroe flew in stars in his time. Celebrities from the United States of America. Because you know why? He understood what is marketing, what is tourism, what is soca tourism. So he used to bring them in. All the big names, Danny Glover, all of them used to come into the country. And when they come here, he used to put them in Soca Monarch. Now he used to spend the money, hotel accommodation, treat them like the best. When they leave here, Terrence J is recorded, I played the clip this morning, saying if you want to make a trip in February, telling 106 and Park viewers, it's, you know, America, the rest of the world, you know. If you want to make a trip in February, go to Trinidad and Tobago, man. And just came back from the International Soca Monarch. The food was great. It was safe. You hear what Terrence J say? Safe. It was safe. No government in the world could pay for that. And you get that as a free endorsement because the promoter decided, hey, stars, stars, stars. Bring them in. Show them Soca Monarch. You understand? And had them going back, they wowed. They talk about the staff and the treatment that they get. Top of the line. A hotel accommodation at the Hyatt. You understand? Limousine picking them up at the airport. You treat them like how they would be treated normally as celebrities. But we don't do that. This year for Soca Monarch, I had artists on my show from Barbados and other islands. They didn't even have a liaison at the airport to welcome the people there. I don't even think Mr. Killa, I don't even think they had a liaison for Killa when Killa came in as the defending champion. What madness is that? You don't treat people so. And the reason why we do these things is because we don't understand the importance of tourism. We don't value tourism. If we did, we would understand how to welcome people into the country. St. Vincent and the Grenadines invites me every year for the last 3 years to come up and promote Vinci Mas for them. Good? When I land in the airport, I am no Marshall Montano, I am no Bungie Garlin, I am no Farmer Nappy, I am no Patrice Roberts. I Stephan Reis from Synergy TV. But they invite me up every carnival. And they come in here to promote Vinci Mas very soon too. They come down here and they play Mas every year. The CDC people. Big up Ezzy. They put me on Young Island. They cover my expenses. If I need a driver to pick me up 3 o'clock in the morning to carry me to a fete, I just had to pick up the phone and make a call and the driver come in. And then the boatman now, who had to carry me across the lake, because Young Island is across the lake, he comes out to carry me across the lake to meet the driver. But more important than that, from the time I land in the airport, they have a laser there to meet me. Hi, Stephan, Synergy, nice to meet you. Come this way, please. How was your flight? Was good? You didn't have any problems, though? Okay. First thing they do is hand me an envelope. That is my podium. Good? So I cash to spend. Escort waiting. Taxi. Jump in. Well, not taxi, you know them, the escort, right. Jump in. Take me to the hotel, to Young Island. They take me to the ferry. I'm ferried across to the island. When I reach on the island, the management called for me one time. I had to go to the manager. Hi, Stephan, yes. Okay, so your accommodations are already dealt with, and you are staying in cottage number 13 or 14 or whichever cottage they put me in. And during my stay there, top of the line treatment. Right up. Right up. Tickets for events are sent to me. Any event I want to attend, to go and see what it like, they send the tickets. I ain't have to pay to go in. I inside free. I do have to study to buy nothing to drink. Although they give me money to spend, I ain't have to study to buy nothing to drink. Everything is handled up to the max. You know why? Because they understand the importance of tourism. You understand? On that note, the biggest event, bigger than the Carnival Monday and the Carnival Tuesday, bigger than anything for the whole Carnival season, is Soca Monarch. Ask any soca artist outside of Trinidad and Tobago throughout the region what they live for every carnival. They will tell you 2 words: Soca Monarch. That is what they live for out there. That is how big it is. In Grenada, Soca Monarch is like a general election. They take it that seriously. But don't talk about when I go to Grenada. When I go to Grenada, same treatment. Alright? As a matter of fact, they put you at sandals. Everything paid for. You have an escort. You have a service, a driver picking you up any hour of the morning. You understand? You have a party in Grenada that's go from the night into the next night. All if you don't know party, all you go Grenada. You understand? Then you have the beautiful Granans Beach. If I want to go on the beach 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, I want to go and take a dip in the water in the Granans Beach, I just pick up the phone and I call, and the driver come in. Where you going, boss? Granans Beach. Going on the beach 5:36 in the morning, into the water, take a little dip, go back home, refresh myself, eat a breakfast, go back out, next event. Soca Monarch again, fantastic Friday, the biggest event in Grenada in Spice Mass. Outside of the Juve, it is Soca Monarch. That is what these people live for. I had a guy called Trevon from Montserrat. Came into Trinidad and Tobago, nobody even know who the boy is. You know what has happened? When he reached on the show, for those of you who watch Breaking Dawn, he performed this track. Good? So I said, Trevon, but you know in the International Soca Monarch semi-finals? He said, no. I said, wait, hold on. Did you win Soca Monarch in Montserrat? He said, yeah. I bet all they didn't know Montserrat have a Soca Monarch. Every island, England, in the UK, it have a Soca Monarch. Anywhere have a carnival, have a Soca Monarch. Japan, have a Soca Monarch. Well, if you listen small, it's only in Trinidad be taking it for granted, Anyway, he said, well, currently, I am the defending champion in the groovy and power category. The man win out the 2 categories in the Soca Monarch in Montserrat. And the International Soca Monarch Committee, this committee here, this year, did not know who he was. That is automatic qualification into the semi-final because you are a winner in your island. And we made some calls to the International Soca Monarch Committee immediately when I realized that, because this is embarrassing. And it was too late to enter him into the semi-final because he came on my show the Friday and the semi-final was Sunday. So I think they're in some talks to, you know, they apologize. They say it was an error on their part. And now they're in some talks to maybe have him do a guest appearance or something so on the final night. I don't know how that is going to go. But just imagine that. Imagine that happen. Right? So I mean, these things happen. Fayan pull out, resign as chairman or chairwoman because of the lack of organization. Disorganized, last minute. These people are professionals. You cannot come last minute and expect a professional to perform or put that in other words is asking me to lower my standard. And any professional, whether it be in music, business or anything, you never, ever, ever lower your standard for anybody. It damages your brand, your name, your image. Mr. Killa has been promoting Trinidad and Tobago and soca music throughout the world since he won last year. He don't deserve that kind of treatment. The man did a video when he now coming to TNT from him leaving Grenada on a jet to come to TNT, which he referred to as his second home. That is how much he brother love Trinidad. Here is his second home. First thing he do is eat a doubles in the airport. And he stand up eating the doubles, so he said doubles, ting, the chana soft, nice, promotion, food, culture. It fly over everybody's head. They miss it. They didn't realize the power of that video that Mr. Killa did. He created a hype. Champion come back into Trinidad to come to defend the crown. You understand? And they missed that whole marketing strategy. He handed to them in the hand, in the palm of the hand, to take it and run with. And they miss it completely because they're not organized. God alone know how Slamakota and them get back in with Boomerang, singing a song saying, "Tell Mr. Killa bring back the crown, cause we called me out to shell it down." That video has been running on Synergy TV like it going out of style. William Monroe called me, he said, "Stephan, who sing that tune?" He said, "That tune, if they want to take that tune, they're supposed to take that tune, call our artists, take that tune and make that one of the biggest marketing tools for Soca Monarch this year to create a hype. Because you have 2 Trinidadian artists singing a tune, telling Mr. Killa to bring back the crown. Because they come in to shell it down. And the video spot on, the tune hard. But you know what happened? Nobody don't know who Slamakota. Slamakota ain't big enough to get that kind of forward with the radio DJs. And the airplay. And that is where they fail again. Because if they take that song, you know what they do? They make Slamakota somebody. But they don't know how to build artists in Trinidad and Tobago. People would know who Slamakota this year. Forget that you don't know him from years before. But you see, this year, people would know who he is. They would have created a hype around who he is. And about Mr. Killa coming back from Grenada to defend the crown, and Trinidadians won back the crown. Because the first time the crown ever leave Trinidad, they don't even know how to market that. Failure. They have it in the palm of their hand and they don't even know. They did not even make the semi-final, as I found out this morning. I thought it was in the semi-final and they didn't perform properly. They didn't get in. You understand? And no disrespect to any other artist, but you can't tell me that Trinidad goes song better than Boomerang. But I ain't see. My neighbor beating his wife, I ain't see. That get in to the finals. Not just the semi-final, no, the final. No disrespect to Ghost. By being real. Boomerang plenty better than your tune. And they could have take that and make more. They could have created real hype. You need to add on the radio. But it all comes back to funding, vision. Vision and funding. Creativity. That's what it comes down to. So unless the government of Trinidad and Tobago or politicians understand the significance of the international soca monarch and how important it is to the carnival and start investing properly. And for those of you who think the government gain their money, it's not about gain their money, you know. It is an investment. I invest 30 million here and I will make back 60 million or 50 million, or you will make back a profit. Because you have people under Monroe, people throughout the Caribbean used to fly in. That is why they call it international. That is why you used to include all these artists from Barbados and all over the place. When Trinidadian people were saying, but them can't perform, it wasn't about that alone. It was about making it a regional final. This is the biggest stage. So you have your national soca monarchs on the other islands, but when you come Trinidad, is the rest of the region and Trinidad and Tobago clashing. You understand? And because of that, because you have artists coming from all over the Caribbean, you have the entourage coming with them, you have the supporters coming with them, you have people flying in from Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Antigua, Barbados, Dominica. You have people flying in by the hundreds, sometimes thousands, booking hotels just to support the people in Soca Monarch, to wave the Barbados flag so on that stage in the crowd, to wave the Grenadian flag and support the people. That is what you call soca tourism. And these people can't understand it. The other thing, there was a clause as well under Monroe where the artist cannot perform in no other fete the night of Soca Monarch. And he get licks of that. They say, oh, you're locking down the artist and you're this and you're that and the other. Back then, if an artist go on our next stage, if they go in a fete to perform, right, they might get 5,000. Maybe 10,000 to go and sing the little tune or whatever. We're talking about the smaller artists, right? The last place in Soca Monarch was 175,000. Back then, you know what fete you had to sing in that one night to make $175,000? You know how much fete you had to do? Let me say use an artist like Denise Belfort. At that time, with the money that artist was getting then, let me say she was getting $10,000 to sing she song, or 2 tune or 3 tune in a fete. She would have to do 17 fetes in the one night to make $170,000. So they were well compensated, and none of them could say otherwise. They were well compensated. And as you go up the ladder, of course, the prize money gets bigger. And of course, the bigger the artist, the bigger the prize money they might take home. So they were covered. You're talking about the artist getting $500,000 around 4th or 5th or 3rd or some kind of thing like that. And somebody getting $2 million and $1 million. How much fete you have to do to make that money where you could go one place, one night, perform, and make your money? And you know you're getting paid for sure one time. Personally speaking, I do not agree with any other event on the night of Fantastic Friday. It is because of that Fantastic Friday is dying. Because we don't appreciate that stage, that international stage, international competition, and how the rest of the region adore it and respect it. And I go put something into context. Why you think Pan Semis was dying the other day too? Because people like Caesar's Army build themselves up in that same North Stand for Pan Semis. They build themselves there, you know. Scotch, Caesar's Army, all of them used to come with the crews. And they build up the name and the brand right there in that North Stand for Pan Semis. All the big soca artists used to be present at Pan Semis. You could have seen them in North Stand enjoying themselves with whichever crew. They're jumping from one crew to the next crew and endorse them. And the same Pan Semis that make all you, where all you start and all you get from small to big, you turn around and throw Bacchanal Road. on the same day with pan semis. So you decided you're gonna give people an alternative to pan semis, a national competition for the national instrument. Disrespect. And that is where you build your brand. You build your brand right in a note stand. Plenty of them. And you turn around and you decide alternative to pan semis. And when that happened, pan semis now, all the artists and some of the artists still go pan, bands playing the tune and whatever, but the hype and the vibes and thing, it had nothing to do with the North Stand, you know, not being there again, you know. It had nothing to do with those things, you know. It is 100% Bacchanal Road being created as an alternative to pan semis. 100%. That is how to do it. Because all the younger people that would have come in the North Stand, jam with the rhythm section, taking the pan, wherever, pack out the Savannah, the North Stand, pack it out. And who not in the North Stand, they behind the North Stand linemen, having a time. Right? But people there, they present, the crowd, the hype, the vibes. You take that element out of it because you decide you want to create an alternative to pan semis. National instrument. That's the honest truth. And who vexed that I talking it, I all the damn business. I just talk it real and straight. And for pan semis to come back, I was there last night. For pan semis to come back with the pan city which they've created, they need to bring back that element. So you have to bring back the soca artists, and they have to understand that, hey, if you really believe in culture, get back in the blasted Savannah, in the pan city, and start promoting the thing and endorsing it. And being the fan. You understand? And if Bacchanal Road want to go on, let it go on. But not with all you. All is supposed to be in the Savannah day. I'm sorry, but I saying it real. You dig it? Can't sell out so easy. And listen, the bands right now, them all them steel band and them. You see how they playing the current music, the big bands? Man, you know, vibes in the panorama. Vibes! Because you know the music. There's only Bugsy still playing his own tune. Where you go do that? The man style, can't hit on him for that. So, my thing is simply this. I wish I was the Minister of Culture. Any Minister of Finance or the Prime Minister don't give me what I want for Carnival, I embarrass them in the media. They'd have to fire me. Stick fighting has been cancelled. Stick fighting. They cancel stick fighting. Because money owed to the stick fighters. How much money they could possibly owe the stick fighters? It's in no millions. Tens of thousands of dollars they owe in them. And you can't get the money. So you know what happened? People said, to hell with that. No stick fighters here. That is a next element culture, next art form that has been destroyed this year. Junior Soca Monarch cancelled. And they come with some bullshit excuse that it need restructuring. Restructuring my ass. You ain't got no money. You could say restructure all you want. As sure as a money issue. Junior Soca Monarch. Those children prepare, those parents prepare the children for this year, you know. They start planning from the time Carnival done, you know. Unlike the people who planning the Junior Soca Monarch and all other elements of Carnival. They want to start 2 weeks before Carnival. They plan their things. They prepare. All they're going to disappoint the children and them now this year. Well, I know different to all them schools that sit down and just sitting down there. Left or right. The same way all they show no priority in terms of finishing those schools for the children to attend, to get an education. It's the same thing all they do with the Junior Soca Monarch. Same thing. So it cancelled. And this is the junior soca monarch responsible for creating artists like Aaron Duncan, Ufanav, Second Star, Patrice Roberts. All of them pass through the junior soca monarch ranks. That is a platform to step into the seniors. What's wrong with these people? They're going mad. They don't understand it. There is no advertising, no proper advertising and marketing is taking place for any event in Carnival right now. And right now, if you don't recognize that our Carnival is surviving on past performances, something wrong with you. And if we continue on that path, we will no longer be the Mecca of Carnival. We will be the Carnival that used to be good. That is what we're going to become. The Carnival that used to be. Used to be the best. Used to be the Mecca. Used to be the grandest. Used to be the greatest show. Used to be. Understand? So we need to do something. And we need to do something fast. This year, it's too late. But if they don't start planning from Ash Wednesday for next year, oh Lord. Somebody said Grenada going to take our place. Well, Grenada, let me tell you. You see, like, okay, I'll tell you why Trinidad Carnival really is superior and might maintain some superiority over Grenada and St. Vincent and these other islands, right? You see our parade of the bands? You see our route? Our Monday and Tuesday with the mass bands? They can't compete with that. Trust me, they can't compete with that. It's chalk and cheese. Right? But you see the vibe, the music, the respect for the shows, the marketing, yeah. But you see the Carnival Monday and Tuesday, we go boss that for a while again. But that is not enough. That is not enough. So, we need to start talking about this. You all need to be having conversations about this. You see, I could put out a video here, and the video might get some thousands of views. And share this video, please. Share this video. Just like my RBC video, that get over 100 and something thousand views. Share this video. Let it go out there. Right? Because it's only through sharing the video that people will start talking about it. You see, when people start talking, the people in authority, they start to feel pressured. When they start to feel pressured, that is when they say, okay, wait, hold on. We need to do something. We need to pressure them. The people have to stand up and, but listen, you have to defend your culture. You know, I can't defend it for you by myself. I cannot defend it for you by myself. The soca artists need to come together and start speaking out. All you making enough money, nobody can victimize all you now. All you have the money, the major artists. If they victimize all you comfortable. But the big name states need to start speaking out instead of staying quiet. Because while all you staying quiet and all you using all your name and all your influence to change the way that the leaders approach culture, if all you do that, there will be no culture. There will be no culture. And if you really love your culture and you really love Carnival, then you're supposed to open your mouth and say something. Don't leave it for the small man. It's all you have to talk. All you see big names. Say it. And keep saying it. Pressure them. You will still make your money in your fete. And when you leave Trinidad on your tours, you will still make your money. They can't do you nothing. They can't cut. They can't stop you from making money. Because you're already established. You understand what I'm saying? You already have your brand, your name, your image, everything out there. But you have to start speaking out publicly now about the state of carnival. Unless all you're happy with how it's going, because I not. I cannot be happy when Extempo is selling out, Calypso Monarch is selling out, the March Grand Night is selling out. These are the things that we need to keep alive in the carnival. If we allow the foundation shows to die, carnival will be a shell of itself, because it would mean that we have abandoned other parts of the culture and art form. So we need the artists. Everybody's soca crazy. The soca artists have the power, but we need you as the soca artists to step up for the stick fighting. You understand? Marshall and Bungie sing a tune a few years ago called Bossed, built around stick fighting. If anybody's supposed to jump out right now and express their disappointment that the stick fighting has been cancelled, is Marshall Montano and Bungie Garlin. Yeah. If I ain't being real, all they tell me, you know, that's supposed to be the first two people jump out and say, hey, oh, let me know all the money pay people, or they will cancel stick fighting, all the matter. Or they do a whole music video, sing a whole song around stick fighting. And now, stick fighting get cancelled. Few years later, stick fighting come and get cancelled in the carnival now, and all they ain't saying a word. But then all they sing the song just for the just to make our money then. All they ain't sing a song for the culture, for the art form. The steel pan. We need the soca artists, because the youth's so geared towards soca more than everything else. We need you all to promote the pan, to push the pan. Panorama is the place to be. You understand? Panorama, I head into Panorama. I ain't heading to Panama, I go into Panorama. You understand? So all you have to keep saying that, look at now, get them the hook. We ain't going to Panama. Don't go to Panama, go to Panorama. You understand? Look at get them the hook, because David Rudder sing that tune. I go into Panama, mama. What is that over there? You understand? Don't go Panama, go Panorama. So, the big soca artists, the ones with the most influence, they have to start promoting all the aspects of this culture. Not silently and quietly and every little now and then. You have to push that in the youth's head, so that they appreciate the art form and all aspects of the art form. Otherwise, you're heading in a bad direction, you know. Things to think about. Things to think about. Right? I look somebody saying, we only are house cats when PNM in power, but lions when UNC. But that's true. Everybody does talk more. All of them does have their opinion to share. All of them does come out and say all what they have to say. When UNC in power, when PNM in power and doing the nonsense, everybody just stay quiet and say, shh, we don't want to get victimized. That had to change, man. That had to change, had to change, had to change, had to change, had to change. And I don't want to make this a PNM UNC thing, because both political parties have failed the cultural sector. They fail it. You understand what I'm saying? The DJs on the radio station said, all that up all the game too. All that up all the game. You have to push the agenda the same way. All they could make Trinidad go tune a hit, or all they could make Swanee and them tune a hit by playing it. It's the same way all they could build artists dread, and all they could make it is the same way all they could push the Calypso art form. Is the same way all they could push the pan. As a DJ, you are influenced on the people that follow you. If the people that follow you hear you playing dancehall, hip-hop, soca, reggae, that is what they're going to vibes to. If they hear you flinging a little steel pan and thing every now and then, they go say, what? I didn't know there's a man like Pan. They might listen to it now. They might take it in. They might catch the vibe because you pushing the agenda. You have the power to do that. You have the power to steer the culture left or right if you want. Always the gatekeepers. Let me put it that way. That is what a DJ is. He's a gatekeeper. A DJ has an ability to make a song a hit. You know what artists I hear sing real shit, real twa, and it end up a hit because you push it down people's throat. It's no different to advertising. Right? When you run in an ad campaign, the more the ad play, is the more the public subliminally. You go in a store, you never bought it before, you know, but you go in a store, you see it on the shelf, you just pick it up. Because subliminally you keep hearing the ad in your head. It's the same thing with airplay, and they know this. I do have to teach them this. They know this. I come from radio. I was a DJ on radio, then a presenter. And then I let go that and I go on by Synergy TV and I started to do television. And instead of entertainment, I went politics, social, you know. And it's still slipping my entertainment because it's dear to my heart. And I want to go back and do an entertainment show soon. But I'll wait till after election. I've been real with all it because the workload could be too much. Right? In the middle of that, I now start to promote events. So I trying to get into the entertainment industry through throwing events as a promoter. And, you know, like the people who follow me, my fans, I look forward to you guys supporting the thing, Jed. I have 2 events coming up this year, April and July. So I'm waiting to see the kind of support I'll get. You dig? So, you know, we had to change. We have to drive it, boy. We have to be the influence. We have to be influential. We have to start saying it. No one man, no 2 people. Everybody need to start saying it. They need to start talking about it, Jed. Because the culture slowly but surely slipping away. St. Vincent influence in Trinidad Carnival because Skinny Fabulous write martial music or majority of martial music. You understand? Big up Skinny. Brilliant writer. Brilliant writer. I just say, boy, something had to be wrong with Skinny Fabulous. How much tune one man go right, boy? You understand what I'm saying? So, we have that influence. Grenada has a big influence in Trinidad and Tobago Carnival now too. Not just this year with Skinny Banton, last year with Mr. Killa, and you could go years gone by in the past with Talpri. You could start from Talpri, come, as a matter of fact, you had to go way back to the Mighty Sparrow. You understand? Then there was a time Barbados almost take over soca from Trinidad. Like back in the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. Barbados was it. Bajan soca was it. Alison Hines, Rupi, all them artists, something from Barbados that was producing timeless classics. You understand? They almost take soca and run with it from Trinidad. All can remember that? And like the soca artists in Trinidad said, nah boy, and they up the game. And that was the end of that. You understand? So we have the talent. We have the resources. We have everything we need to make Trinidad and Tobago the biggest attraction inside and outside a carnival. You understand? Because if we make the investment properly in carnival, then after carnival, tourists will still be coming to Trinidad and Tobago. Because you have a carnival city now that you need to capitalize on. So you see all the soca artists Sunday that fighting for airplay use Carnival City as their platform to entertain foreigners coming into the country and let them build their craft right there in the Carnival City by performing. Boy, you know man, the kind of things we could do here, boy. Right now you have so much music. People saying the music this year not as good as last year. I disagree with that strongly. I think the music this year if you sit down and really listen to the music that has been released, the music this year is top draw. In some cases on point with last year, and in some cases surpassing last year's music. The problem is we have too much music. And I commend the soca artists for that. But what happens when you have too much music is this. The DJs have too much music to play, and because of that, music is something, okay. Music is something that sometimes it have to grow on you. So you might hear a song today, you mightn't like it. You might hear it tomorrow, you still mightn't like it. But 3 weeks down the road, all of a sudden you're tapping your foot to it. Because you're hearing it, and you start to feel the vibe of the music. So that we call a creeper. Right? Then you have music that is hit you straight out the gate. You hear a tune and you say, oh good, you ball one time. Right. So you have straight hitters and then you have creepers. Right. So you have so much releases this year that a lot of songs that really good not getting enough airplay to really hit you, to grow on you. So you tell yourself, boy, the music isn't as good as last year, no? No, the music is good. It's just it have too much music. The quality is there, but it have too much. The quantity is a little too much in this short season. Because this is a short season, right? Maybe the season is a little longer. DJs would have a little time to flex themselves. You know what I mean? But that is the problem there. It has nothing to do with the quality of the music. Quality of the music is top draw. It has some tune, well, you know. But if you want far between. Right? The majority of music this year is really good and on point. Alright? The vibes there. Just like I say, plenty artists gonna get locked out. And that is why I have always said Carnival has to be, or soca music rather, has to go beyond Carnival. Right? There is enough music now to make hits after Carnival. We should not be running back to Jamaica and the States for reggae, dancehall and hip-hop from Ash Wednesday. There is enough music in the soca industry or produced by the soca artists of the Carnival season that could be played after the Carnival season. And after the Carnival season, because you're going to take a lot of the music that just didn't hit in the Carnival season, you get the opportunity now to make it a hit after the Carnival season. To the point that people go say, but wait, now that new tune, where that tune come from? What artist is that? No. You start to build an artist's name, not for this Carnival, you know, but for the next Carnival. Because when you start to get them airplay after Carnival and you build the tune into a hit, and you make them a requested artist, right? Now people get to know the name. Once people get to know the name, and they could relate and they could associate them with this song, which is a hit, they're looking to hear what this artist coming with the following year. So now you have taken an artist that would not have gotten play in the heights of the season and created a household name. And once that artist is consistent, they're going to get into the next season. So you build an artist then, you build a name, you build a brand outside a Carnival. What's going on, Colin? Colin Jack Monday. He's a man, he know the thing too. So, you know, as a wrap up on thing, Soca Monarch is there to be saved. It is up to the powers that be to save it. William Monroe is the most brilliant promoter, businessman that I have ever met in my life. And he's also played a very significant role in my development as a presenter throughout the years, he and O'Brien Haynes. But I get calls from Monroe, from Mr. Monroe. If I do something wrong, if I do so and I scratch in my head too much, he's called me. Hey, stop scratching here. You're on TV. And the next time I touch my head, I see him saying, don't do that. You understand? So he gives me advice on a regular basis. He's like but he's my manager. Yeah. He is my manager. So, and he's also a second father to me. Right? Because I could call Mr. Monroe and talk to him about anything. And I get advice that I can't pay for. You can't pay for that. Trust me. And my mindset, everything is different when I finish talking to him. The man is that good. You understand? So he is the most brilliant promoter that the country has ever seen. And he, if nobody else wants to give him the credit, I will. He is the man responsible for the success of Calypso and Soca through the years. Because you have a vision. You could take that how you want. You could believe it. You could have whatever opinion you have. I telling you, that is real and that is facts. If I often ask, if there was never a William Monroe, I wonder where soca music and Calypsonians would have been today. I asked Crazy that the other day, and Crazy said, boy, I don't know. He said, I really can't answer that, boy, Stephan, boy. He said, but I could tell you this. We would not be which part we is today. We would not have had the amount of success we had throughout the years if it never had a William Monroe. So thank God that man leave Grenada and come Trinidad. Because I don't know where we would have been. It would have never have an international soca monarch. Think about that. Think about that for 1 second. A carnival without a soca monarch. Think about the successful soca monarch throughout the year. Oh Lord. Imagine it would have never had that if it didn't have a William Monroe. So Mr. William Monroe must get his credit for his contribution to the culture. And as not just a contribution, but as a creator. You understand? And maybe I should take some advice from him in promotion too. Seeing that at training events. Yeah. Feel I'll do that. Because you just say you don't listen to me sometimes, you know. You know, but the man is a genius. And I really wish they give him his credit. Could you imagine, as I close, because we spoke about this morning, this is a man that prime ministers, William Monroe, this is a man that prime ministers throughout the region just call and book a ticket and say, I need to see you for 1 day. I need to meet with you and fly him to the island. Specifically to talk about Soca Monarch tourism. And he has never been approached by the Trinidad and Tobago government on issues relating to tourism. And he has requested meetings with the Minister of Culture, the Minister of Culture and other ministers, and cannot get a meeting with him in Trinidad. Imagine that. Guys, to tell you how much we disrespect the people that really contribute to the culture of Trinidad and Tobago. They wouldn't even give him a meeting. Jennifer Baptiste Primus, the Minister of Labour, is a tenant of his, and as a landlord, he has requested a meeting with the tenant pertaining to the building that they're renting. And she has refused to meet with the man. So we have little... Boy, if I use the words that I want to use, it will sound insulting. But we have small-time ministers that not giving this man a meeting. But prime ministers flying this man out to meet with him just to get advice on Soca Monarch and tourism. And their Soca Monarch and their tourism industry is thriving, and ours is in a mess. All you think about that. That is the definition of stupidity. That is right. That is the definition of stupidity and ignorance to the highest order. Think about that for a second. So I'll leave you guys today, but hopefully in the coming years, people will take the blinkers off and actually start to see straight and have a vision and understand the importance of Soca Monarch in the carnival celebrations of Trinidad and Tobago, and understand the importance of Soca Monarch in terms of